Oh, you gotta. Oh,
You froze.
yeah, I have to attempt to connect back to Facebook, so both of them are rolling, and we're rolling live on YouTube right now, though. Very much apologize for the delay here. Let me get the intro music started, and we'll start rolling.
妈妈送我去上学，说我走得怎么那么慢。到了校门口，挥挥手，走进教室，刚好8点半。收到智慧放着书包，所有课题都减半。我打开书包看仔细，明天要考试，昨晚忘了记。这次回去又有挨骂，告诉妈妈下一次会好好学习，更加的努力。转眼的时间又是3年的时光，课本上不是简单，已是地上霜。英语更加难懂，那是学不会的倒装。成语只学会了，表示离别天各一方。哆啦 A 梦有了电影大。
What is up, Spokane Ghost Talk? It's your ghost host, Brian, and Rick, Mr. Cardboard Echo Man, is nowhere to be seen. Shock, shock. So this is round 2, y'all. We had some technical difficulties starting. Facebook somehow disconnected, and yeah. But we have the Haunted Times with us tonight. That was their new intro that I created in under 3 minutes on TikTok. If it wasn't very good, I apologize. I thought it was pretty cool. She liked it. It was all good with me. So, without any further ado, let's bring on the Haunted Eye.
What's up?
Howdy. How we doing tonight?
Doing good. How are you?
A little tired, a little stressed out from my little technical difficulty there, but yeah,
I understand that. I had some technical difficulties too, so I understand that.
New age technology. It sucks.
Gotta love it, right?
Take me back to the rotary phones. I'm a happy camper.
I wasn't born in the era of the rotary phones, but I'll go back before technology. That would be nice.
Oh, yeah, it was. You had a house phone, and if you wanted to go get a hold of your friend, you just rode your bike to his house.
Yep, exactly.
So, the Haunted Time. What is up with this?
So, back in March of this year, I went on an investigation at Waverly Hills, and a good friend of mine now, she had what she called a spooky travel blog. I kind of took some inspiration from that, and I came up with the Haunted Times. When I introduce it to people, it's kind of like the New York Times, just a little bit spookier.
Well, all right. I like it.
I just came up with it, and I'm like, you know what? That's going to stick.
The name is catchy. Waverly Hills, you lucky son of a gun. I haven't had the chance to investigate any sort of psychiatric ward or anything like that, or state pen yet.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we did St. Ignatius Hospital. That's an abandoned mental hospital.
And cardboard Rick freezes as always. He's a cardboard cutout.
I didn't freeze.
But you did, sir. There you are. Now you're broken free. Congratulations. Paranormal Nightcrawler. Hey, Brian, I'm with you, bro. Right on, dude. Thank you. So, the haunted times. So, tell yourself.
You cut out a little bit there.
Tell us about yourself.
All right. Well, I'm based out of Indiana. I've been actively investigating for the past almost 10 months now, but I've been into the paranormal ever since I was 5 or 6. You know, I was seeing things that mom and dad couldn't see. They couldn't explain it. I couldn't explain it. And then I kind of started watching TV shows like Ghost Adventures and Ghost Hunters. And just this year, I booked my first investigation, and that was pretty much that.
Congrats. So you got the taste for the investigation blood, my little vampire.
Yeah.
So,
that's for sure.
Tell us about your first investigation. Where'd you go? How was it? Did you see anything? We spilled the beans.
My first investigation was at a location in Gallatin, Tennessee called the Stonewall House. The history is still it's not well known. We think it was a Civil War hospital or had some sort of tie to the Civil War. It was pretty quiet for the most part. We had some of the devices go off. We had some EVPs. Other than a couple loud knocks and bangs, that was pretty much all that happened. Some footsteps, voices, but it was just kind of like mumbling.
Gotcha. Kind of one of those, you can almost make out what it says, but you can't make out what it says at the same time.
That's exactly what it was.
I've had those EVPs, and they are the most frustrating because you go over them 20 goddamn times, and each time you come up with something new.
Yep. Every
it
time.
Sounded like you said it's a monkey. No, wait, it could be a squirrel. It could be, nope, raccoon. Nope. Okay, I'm giving up.
I've had several of those.
Okay.
Very nice. Very nice. So, a new investigator from Indiana. Now, how do you feel about working with other paranormal teams?
I would be down for it, honestly. You know, like I said earlier, I'm kind of a solo investigator. I just meet up with some friends every now and then, and they're local, and go from there.
Yeah, that's the way to go. You know, we started out about 8 years ago, and we've done 150 investigations around the Spokane, North Idaho area. Starting out new, I hated it.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a great time investigating and all, but all the extra stuff that comes with it behind the scenes is enough to drive you insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet.
So, do you have a second location on where you want to go picked out yet, or?
I've actually done several other locations since Stonewall. I've done Waverly Hills. I've done the Thomas House Hotel. I've done Old Hospital on College Hill, Moundsville State Penitentiary, and recently we just opened a old tuberculosis sanatorium in Indiana. It's in Rockville. It's called the Indiana State Sanatorium. I'm a tour guide there now. That is my favorite place to investigate. It is so brand new to the paranormal community that people haven't been allowed inside for 11 years. It's off the charts with activity.
That's
like
what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's crazy. The things that I have seen down there are.
Teresa Mumford says, "Hi, Kennedy."
That's one of my best friends.
All right, hello, bestie. We're the Spokane Ghost crew. Well, Spokane Ghost Talk. Sorry. Wrong show.
Daisy, come on.
So,
It's fine.
you've started out like a ball of fucking fire. I mean, you're getting big time investigations in the very beginning. You know, that is the way to start off.
I'm absolutely loving every second of it. I've been to several locations, and each one just gets better and better.
That is sweet.
My next investigation is actually this weekend back at Indiana State.
Very nice.
I'm super excited to get back. It's been like 2 weeks, but
you're like, I got the itch.
Yeah, and like the spirits there are so new to everything. They want to talk, and if you're willing to sit and listen, they'll come tell a story.
Nice.
It's kind of like the guy we had on about an hour ago. His name is Robert. He had a lot to talk about.
Oh man, this guy sat here for the first hour of our podcast.
Yeah, it was just him.
He was 5 feet away interviewing Ted Bundy.
Right,
Crap. That would have been cool.
Oh man, I can't even explain, man. It was radical.
Yeah, Indiana State. And I know I keep bringing it up, but it's like it is my favorite place to investigate out of all of the places that I've been and all the places that I'm planning on going. I don't think anywhere is going to be able to top Indiana State.
Very nice. Very nice. The paranormal nightcrawler. This is Eldon, by the way. All right. Hello, Eldon. This is my homeboy. He does a team down in Arizona. He's part of the Paranormal Unity.
Mm-hmm.
And Tessa says Ashmore is going to be fun on the 13th.
Yeah.
What is?
We booked through the Tennessee Wraith Chasers, Mike and Chris from Haunted Towns and Ghost Asylum. And her and I it's her first investigation. I was like, hey, I have an extra ticket. Why don't we go hang out, have fun, see what happens? So we're going to go to Ashmore Estates in Illinois next weekend. And if all goes well, she'll be hooked just like I am.
Cool.
Tessa, you might want to be careful what you wish for, because once you get that itch, it don't go away for quite a while.
Yep.
You see, when we first started out 8 years ago,
with flip phones and a tape recorder,
we're geezers. You know, we started out with 3 flip phones in one of the most haunted places to this day that we've investigated residentially.
Yeah.
I mean, it's record for 10 minutes, listen for 10 minutes, record, listen, and you can't save your Class A EVPs.
Yeah.
It sucks. So,
my first Class A EVP from Moundsville this year, back in it was first week of August. We were there. It was down in the boiler room where R.D. Wall was murdered. And we were just kind of talking amongst ourselves, and I out loud said to R.D., what they did to you wasn't right, because the way that he died was, inmate or not, somebody doesn't deserve that. I remember saying, R.D., what they did to you wasn't right, and you can hear a voice come through over my voice, and it says no. Like how this could be, and it shocked all of us in the room.
Nice. So explain to our fans here how this person died.
RD was incarcerated at Moundsville for, I believe it was rape. I'm not sure of the year. One day when he was doing his rounds in the boiler room, 3 other inmates jumped him, stabbed him to death with dull shivs. They almost cut off his hands. They basically skinned him alive.
Damn.
They mutilated him.
Wow.
One of the more gruesome stories that I've heard for sure.
I'm going to take a wild guess and say he's probably a little pissed off right now.
Oh, yeah. Yep. And the whole reason was they assumed he was a snitch. They didn't know for sure. He was just...
Wow. Just based on hearsay.
Yep.
Wow.
That's prison for you.
Yeah. Moundsville was rough. It was a survival of the fittest. If you didn't kill, you were going to be killed.
Man, that sounds like a place I need to ride a bus to, because this badass don't fly.
Right.
This past summer, I went back to state. I used to live in Boise, Idaho.
Mm-hmm.
And a close friend of mine took me to the Idaho State Pen.
Ooh, I want to go there so bad. That is on my bucket list.
Where they had Raymond Snowden's yeah.
He was called Idaho's Jack the Ripper.
Yep.
How about you quit bragging, you jackass? I didn't get to go with you.
It's only, oddly enough, it's only like $6 to get in there.
Oh yeah, well I went to
I need to go there.
McDonald's without you. Yeah, take that.
And what was weird, I was actually in solitary confinement, one of the cells, and I caught an EVP I didn't even know I caught it until I went over the video.
Yeah. Speaking of EVPs, I got really tripped out over a certain EVP. So Rick had quit the team for a while. He had some personal demons he was dealing with, and he wanted to make a comeback.
Mm-hmm.
And it had been about a year and a half. And I said, dude, before you make a comeback, let's do a couple mock investigations, get you tuned up so you can just jump right back in. Now, a mock investigation is where you sit yourself in a room, you put yourself in a scenario, and you play off of that scenario.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I've always believed that when my father died, October 30th of 2006, that tall, lanky jackass followed me everywhere. And so we're sitting in my bedroom, and this house was, kind of known to be haunted, and we're doing an EVP session, and we're actually recording. You can hear Chris and Christopher, which was my sister's boyfriend and son at the time, talking.
Mm-hmm.
And over them talking and over us asking a question, you hear, enough. We played that back about 50 times going, that wasn't me, that wasn't you, that's not Chris, that's not Christopher, who the hell's in my room, that's not right, I got babies in here, get the hell out.
Right. Yeah, that might have needed a new change of pants after that one.
Yeah. Definitely changed my Huggies.
Yeah, we had one at Indiana State on the 5th floor of the old psych ward, which was violent men. A friend of mine and a couple other people, they left a DR-60 on the floor in room 510. They walked out. We walked completely out of the building, right outside the door. And we go back about 10 minutes later. They grab the recorder. We're sitting there. We're listening to it. And out of the 10 minutes that we were gone, there's at least 2.5 minutes of just let me out, get me out of here, get the doctor, let me out. And it's just, he repeated it let me out at least 5 times. That's definitely one of the most insane EVPs that we have captured.
It figures that somebody had to try to call me right at the right minute, right as you're explaining your best EVP.
Of course.
When somebody calls me, for some reason, my microphone just goes completely off. I can't hear shit. And then I come back and, yeah, that's our best EVP we've ever caught. All right.
We left it rolling for 10 minutes. We went back, we got it. At about anywhere between 2 to 5 minutes of that EVP is just a man screaming, "Let me out, let me go, I want out."
Wow.
It's one of the more holy crap EVPs that I have heard personally, but it was to capture that and to actually hear it so clear on the playback while we were standing there was mind blowing.
I bet, man. That would be pretty trippy.
Yeah.
We've captured some pretty weird EVP, but you've triumphed us, and we've been in the freaking game for 8 years.
Yeah, in Indiana State, if you don't do anything else, you have to do that. Like, that is my number one recommended location because there are shadow figures everywhere. If you want to listen, they'll talk. There's footsteps, there's whistling, there's humming, there's singing, there's laughing. I mean, it's just this massive hotbed. It's 88,000 square feet of just nothing but paranormal.
Oh.
And there's not a night where I've gone in there where I haven't experienced something. Like,
God, why do I have to live in Spokane? Fuck.
We just recently started guided flashlight tours for a local festival that we do called the Covered Bridge Festival. And I was lucky enough to be a tour guide. I had several groups of upwards of anywhere from 5 to 30 some people. And I would take just smaller groups. If I had 30 some, I'd take maybe 5 or 6. I'd stand them on the side of the hallway. And it's like, okay, well, watch down at the end of that hallway because there's going to be somebody that walks out of that door. And I would ask, hey, I've got some new friends down here. Do you mind walking across the hallway? Every single person in every single one of my groups has seen the Shadow Man at Indiana State.
Oh, wow. That's phenomenal.
I'm like, you can go down there. There's nobody down there. Have at it. If you think I'm faking it, go ahead, but you're not going to find anything.
Wow.
They're getting more bold. That's for sure.
So you say you travel around the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
If you get the chance, I mean, I know our town's kind of lame. All the severely haunted spots, they don't want to be known for their paranormal because they're upper class hotels and restaurants and but we've got a couple places around here that would be good, I think, for you.
Mm-hmm.
I would definitely take you to St. Ignatius Hospital in Colfax.
That's on my bucket list. I was actually just talking about that yesterday.
And the paranormal crawler says, let's all go for an overnight and do a live event. I like that idea.
That is the best idea I think I've ever heard.
And he's got the whole story, LOL, awesome EVP action. That is awesome. Hey, I got a question for you. So the fans can get a hold of you on what platforms?
I have TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. It's all at The Haunted Times. My personal is it's Kinedy, AYEITZ, and then my name. I'm on Twitter and Facebook with that and Instagram. I'm not too active right now on the Haunted Times TikTok. I am kind of cooking up a video that I plan on releasing when I go back to Indiana State this weekend. My main platform is kind of Facebook and Instagram right now, kind of balancing, everyday work, everyday life, work life, doing the tour guide thing. I've been busy the last few weeks.
Well, let me ask you something. So the fans know where to look for you now, and you, I'm assuming, you work your ass off to make those videos.
Yeah.
I know how hard it is doing the editing, going over EVP, going over footage.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the guy that does it for my team. And as much as it's fascinating, you get your hopes up. You're like, I'm going to get something good. And you do. It gets tiring after a while when it's just you and you've got 5 to 6 hours of footage to go over. Granted, all of our investigations last about 3 hours to 2 hours, unless it's really cooking, and then we'll stay for the distance. But with Facebook, there's an advantage of having a Facebook group page. Okay, now we started this about 4 or 5 years ago. And what a group page does is instead of having people just come check out your page, give you a thumbs up, take off, and never to be heard from again, a group setting is they join your group and you can talk to them, you can update them, Q&A, you can do polls, all that good stuff. But the trick is you can film live in your group page. And on top of that, when you film live, there's a built-in chat room right there on your screen. So as you're investigating and you miss an EVP or you miss something on your camera,
somebody watching live can catch it for you.
Yep.
Your fans are going to catch it for you. And it's been proven with us. We've had so much extra stuff captured, because we go back and watch the video and all the comments are in live time.
Mm-hmm.
Not only is it a camera and an EVP in one, but you also have validation from your fans.
Right.
So I don't offer this to very many people. Maybe I think 14, no, 12. But for free, I am willing to build you a complete Facebook group page, all set up, and I will take your page and I will spread it to all of my paranormal fans in my group page, which is about 4.1 thousand, plus all the groups I'm a part of, which is about 250, plus all the fans on Twitter, which is about 2,700, to TikTok, to Instagram, and to, I hate saying this word because it sounds so dirty, the clapper. I see a young and uprising star in you, and I only offer this to people that I believe have what it takes to make it very far in this paranormal world. And honey, you have got it.
Thank you. That means so much to me.
I mean, big investigations right off the bat. I mean, you're nailing it. You're getting great evidence. I wouldn't be surprised in your first couple years you don't have somebody trying to crawl up your ass with a camera going, hey, let's put you on film.
Hey, what's up, Mason?
Oh, Mason. This is MJC Paranormal. See, I met him on Instagram.
And that's pretty cool.
He invited me to see some of his YouTube footage.
Mm-hmm.
And man, he's got great YouTube footage. I got him on my show. I offered him the same thing I offered you. He accepted. I built it. He's up to about 120 right now in the past couple weeks. And he hasn't gone live on his page yet, but that's the trick. That's how you get them, is you go live from every investigation. So I don't want you to give me an answer now. We can talk about that after the show.
Sounds good to me.
But yeah, you know, this is phenomenal. You know, I love meeting new people. I love hearing how well they're doing. It makes me completely jealous. You're so close to really cool shit, and Spokane sucks. But we do have Colfax Hospital. You know, it's an hour trip away from Spokane, and if you ever make it down that way, I expect either a message or a phone call. We will team up. I will show you everything in that hospital. It is phenomenal.
Yeah, St. Ignatius is definitely on my bucket list. I have a bucket list at least a mile long. So I hope to make it there someday soon.
We were supposed to be on an episode with Ghost Adventures, but yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
That sounds like a whole nother story.
Yeah.
Oh, Paranormal Nightcrawler says, all for the great price, free, $99.
That's right. That's right.
Paranormal says, much love and light.
Thank you. Same to you.
Paranormal Nightcrawler says, take it. Awesome deal.
I think I might have to.
MJC says, SGC is amazing. Thank you, brother. And MJC, you guys rock as well. Well, you rock as well. I mean, how it's only you. This guy, he has a gift to where he can talk to spirits and they talk back to him. And his content it'll blow your mind.
I'll definitely have to check it out for sure.
Oh yeah, he's MJC.
Go like and subscribe to his channel.
So I have to ask you a question. Now, I'm not sure, you know, if you know about this or not. If you don't, I'll be happy to explain it. What's your take on para-unity?
I'm all for it, honestly. If we can grow the community and just kind of come together instead of putting each other down or, you know, degrading others' evidence, I'm all for it.
I love that. There you go.
I knew I liked you for some reason.
You know, I'm kind of like, I'm a team person. You know, it's, if I can help in any way possible, I would like, you know, the same back. If I can build you up, build me up. You know, it's like, it's a two-way street.
Yeah.
It's a tit for tat.
Yep, exactly.
You know, when our team went down a couple years ago, we were down for 2 years from COVID-19. Nobody wanted us in their house. You know, we really didn't want to go outside and do cemeteries during the daytime.
Right.
You know, and commercial buildings didn't want us in there. But about 5 months ago, this jackass in the middle one night, we're just sitting on the couch watching either wrestling or cops, because that's all we watch. He just randomly looks at me and goes, I bet you can't get this team started again. I said, what? He goes, you heard me. I bet you can't get this team started again. I said, is that a challenge? What's the wager? No wager. I just don't think you can do it. I said, really? Okay. You give me 1 week and this team will be up and running. So he's the one that kept the page alive for 2 years. And so I sat there the rest of the night just brewing in my head. You know, what can I do to get this team up and going? And then it hit me. Para-Unity.
Yep.
So I went.
Yeah, because Matt mentioned Para-Unity to you.
This is before we met Matt, jackass.
Oh, no.
So I decided I was going to hop on the search page on Facebook. And I just typed in paranormal. I didn't care where the teams were from, how many members the team had. I just click. And I joined probably 275 to 400 paranormal groups in a matter of 24 hours. And my famous line, and yes, I wrote it out before I typed it and then copied and pasted it so I didn't have to type a 1,500 letter page to everybody.
Right.
Makes it easier and quicker.
It does.
But it was, you know, simplified as, hey, this is Brian. I run a team in Spokane, Washington called the Spokane Ghost Crew. I was wondering if you guys would be willing to make a trade. You post your stuff on our page. We post our stuff on your page because we're all in it together, and it's all about two things. You know, finding evidence and proving the existence of the spirits and helping everybody with their paranormal activity.
Yep.
And about 250 of them said, okay, let's do it. So I built my team up from 3.1 thousand to 4.1 thousand in a matter of about 5 months. And it took a lot of work. I mean, I was on my phone 10 to 12 hours a night, networking, neglecting my kids and wife to the point to where she pretty much threatened to throw my phone. I actually did throw my phone during an argument because of that.
I was there.
It was found 4 days later underneath a pine tree, you know, but that's besides the point. You know, but Para-Unity is where it's at, you know, and me, MJC Paranormal, the Minnesota Spirit Hunters, Matt Barron, and Christina. You know, she's another big part of it with us. Well, with me right now, but she will be joining the Para-Unity group here real soon. You know, and I just think, you know, Christina Corsetti, you know, and I just think everybody needs to work together, be as one, have each other's back, rather than be territorial or, you know, oh, I'm not going to work with this team. I'm not going to work with that team.
I'm better than you. So.
We're all in it for the same thing.
Exactly. It shouldn't be a competition. Like,
nope, it should not be at all.
I've run into a few of those kinds of people, and it's just like, why? Like, why do you have to waste the energy to be so? It's not a competition. We're here to prove the same thing.
You were gonna say something there, weren't you?
I'll let that one derail.
I'll call it out for you. Why do you have to be so dickish?
Yeah, exactly. There's no reason for it. We're here to prove the exact same thing. It's not a matter of who has the better evidence. It's not a matter of who has the best pictures from a location or who has the most profound experience. In my opinion, if you're in the right place at the right time, you're gonna experience something.
Exactly. Oh man, we are blowing up over here. I'm not even paying attention. I'm too busy paying attention to you. See, you're distracting me from my band. Nightcrawler says Unity, FTW. MJC, I really like her. She's going places.
Thank you.
Now, the sad thing is, he's from Georgia, and I can hear his accent in my head when I say that. The Nightcrawler, way to go, Echo. Rick and Brian is truly amazing people and believe in paranormal unity. We need more people in the world like them. Brian has you under his wing. You are truly blessed. Trust me, take the deal. What are we playing? Deal or no deal here, guys? God, where's your fucking
I think that's what it's turning into here. It's turning into a game show.
Yeah, what number do you choose?
Oh, jeez.
Nightcrawler says he agrees. Much love. Nightcrawler, a heart. LOL, my spell check. Wow. All right, we got some bromance going on in here. I like it. Getting kind of steamy.
Right?
So Christina is actually helping me out. You know, I didn't know anything about her. I just randomly messaged her team, you know, and I was sharing my group with her, and she hit me back and said she was down for a couple of days and that she owned the magazine, and I'm horrible with names. So if you wouldn't mind, she's actually backstage right now. And I think you two need to meet. So if you don't mind sharing a few minutes of your time, I'll go ahead and bring her on and we'll all have a chat.
Let's go for it.
All right. Guess what, Miss Haunted Salem? You're coming on my podcast. You can't do nothing about it. Neener.
Hey, that's fine with me. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good.
So I didn't tell you that she's been behind the scenes the whole podcast time listening to our podcast.
I had a hunch.
You got a good hunch. Nicely done. And, you know, Miss Haunted Salem here. I'm horrible with names. Please remind me of the magazine again.
Sure. It's on Beyond the Gravestones, Paranormal Magazine. And I also have my team SPOT, which is Strategic Paranormal Operations Team.
Now, Miss Haunted Salem here is the absolute, positively most radical person and the shit.
She sounds like it.
Thank you.
We have been talking for what, about a week now?
About a week or two, yeah.
And me and her have gotten as close as me and MJC and the Minnesota Spirit Hunters and Matt Barron, the paranormal consultant. And, you know, we're gonna end up building an army.
Yeah, we are.
Unity. We're in the process of it right now.
Yes.
That's definitely where it's headed for sure.
Matt's got really great things coming. You know, Haunted Salem has really great things going. You know, she's helping me out with a 4-page article in her magazine. She's doing ads for me in her magazine. And we share the same birthday, which frickin' rocks.
Yes.
Never met anybody in 38 years that shares my birthday.
What is your birthday?
Awesome.
November 29th.
Yep.
I'm April 29th.
Oh.
Nice.
Almost the same.
We have Patience Leclerc.
Patient.
I
I've met her several times.
I forgot to get on at 10. Hope all your talking was really good.
It's been great so far. Yeah, I've investigated Fairfield with her and Indiana State Sanatorium.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, she gets all the good investigations. You're in haunted Salem. I'm stuck in the ghetto in Spokane, Washington.
Yeah,
All
we
the
are.
great stuff is off
Midwest
limits.
is good for something, I guess.
Yeah, Spokane's good for drugs and prostitution. Has been for years.
That sounds fantastic.
And you know, we did have a great spot for a while.
Mhm.
We investigated it a couple of times. I got grabbed by my shoulders and pulled backwards. And I'm a 6'5", 375-pound guy, and that's hard to pull me back.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, things went sour with our business deal. We kind of got gypped out of probably $200 to $300, and she hasn't made it right, so we have severed ties, and we no longer have access to the building.
That sucks, especially when deals like that fall through.
Yeah, especially when we do most of the work.
Right.
But, you know, you run into that in the paranormal world, you know, and
You remember that in everyday life too.
Yeah, business deals fall through, you know, people lose contact, you know, shit happens.
Yep.
And you got to be careful in the paranormal world as well. Haunted Salem will back me up when I say this, and Rick, you are going to run into some shady people.
Been there, done that already.
I have hired people on that I thought were going to be great investigators, and they have tried to take my lead spot, and one of them even tried to take over my company.
It's crazy.
Yep.
Needless to say, they don't work with us no more.
Right. For good reason too.
Yeah.
I never worked with this person, but he's not a good person. I don't think he ever has been. He probably never will be. But after one investigation, his entire demeanor changed, and we cut ties, and that was that.
Yeah, most definitely. You know, and when you're looking for a team member, make sure that they mesh with you.
Mm-hmm.
Make
Most
sure,
definitely.
you know, that you guys can be at least friends, if not more. Before
we learned that one.
Yeah.
Like my past 2 or 3 hirees, I've either gone to their house with half of my team, or they've come over here, and they have worked out phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that would be my little Carol Ann and my little Kimmy.
Yep.
Now, Carol Ann is a sweetheart. She's a clairvoyant and is radical. And Kimmy is a medium who practices Wiccan and is high up in Wiccan. She can bless and cleanse houses. And she makes badass hoodies and shirts.
I like those hoodies.
We actually just recently, when we started back up, changed our colors from white and black to red and black.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, which reminds me, if you do have a logo, never mind. Are you into skulls? Are you into Grim Reapers? Are you into ghosts? Are you into graveyards, zombies?
Ghosts and graveyards for sure.
Ghosts and graveyards for sure.
In my logo up there at the top of the screen, there's actually 2 ghosts in a cemetery. That was done by me, by the way.
You are very talented. Was that done computer or by hand?
Computer. Well, iPhone, iPad, whatever you want to call it.
Nice.
I'm a photographer and an editor and a video editor. Pretty much anything that's kind of creative, I can figure out a way to do it.
That is awesome. You know, so you're a computer whiz. You're a Lone Ranger investigator who is getting very big spots that normal people, investigators, don't usually get into. You're pulling out hella evidence. You're putting out videos. I mean, what's next for the Haunted Times?
More videos, more investigations, just kind of seeing where it goes.
That's a good way to look at it. You know, we're doing the same thing. We have 2 investigations left before we we've been looking for residentials. We've been looking for businesses. I kind of screwed up on Halloween because my brother up there had grand mal seizures, and I spent most of the day at the hospital with him when I was supposed to be in Addie, Washington, doing an investigation. And I forgot to call them. So luckily they're being cool. We still might have a chance. You know, we have a cafe out in Sandpoint, up in residentials in Idaho, but other than that, things are pretty quiet. You know, we're going to start investigating what we call virgin spots. You know, spots that nobody else has thought about. You know, down by the river in the woods.
Right.
You know, Native American camps and stuff like that.
Wow.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, it would.
Native American history, it intrigues me.
Oh, yeah. And, you know, being an investigator, I learned this the hard way, is you have to think outside of your box for investigations.
Yep, definitely.
And this just recently got brought to my attention. You know, 'cause I wouldn't think about going out into the state park in the middle of the woods and investigate.
Right.
Well, for one, I'm scared of the dark, and for 2, I'm scared of monsters in the woods.
You're not really scared of the dark. You're scared of what's in it.
Yeah.
I've seen too many horror movies.
So have I.
There's stuff in the woods too. You never know what you find out there.
Exactly.
Yep.
I know Jason Voorhees is going to be stalking your ass or something.
Michael Myers.
Hey, they don't run, so my fat ass could at least run a little bit and get ahead of them.
I mean, hey, all I got to do is trip you and run faster, you know?
You suck. You're supposed to pick on the skinny guy, not the fat guy.
I'm
Gosh.
just thinking who I might be able to outrun here, okay? I'm 6 foot. I think I could pass you.
Yeah. I got COPD anyways, so I'd probably stop within 20 feet of running anyways.
I'm no track star, but I will be if I'm being chased.
Yeah, no shit, right?
If you see me run, you should probably run because there's something behind me and it's not good.
All right. Kinedy has a very good head on her shoulders. I would love to do some investigating with her. She seems like my kind of investigator. Very amazing and laid back, super respectful.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
My wife is Native, Apache to be exact. Have some neat stories about the reservation here and the burial grounds. Woofa.
That would be pretty interesting to listen to.
That would be.
There's actually a Native American burial ground right across the street from Moundsville.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That is awesome.
I'm not sure of the entire history, but I know what it is. That's actually where Moundsville got the name, was from that burial ground over there.
You know, we actually stumbled across sacred Native land. We were granted permission to do this guy's property. And it wasn't until we got home and listened to the EVPs did we realize what we stumbled across.
Mm-hmm.
Because we heard the drums from the native.
Nice.
And if I heard that with my own ears, you better best believe I'm documenting that shit.
Oh yeah, for sure. The Thomas House Hotel in Red Boiling Springs, Tennessee, it actually has ties to the Native American hunting trail. The trail actually runs through the back of the property. This was built upon that trail. It's got ties to the Civil War. It's got natural spring running underneath it. We think it's sitting on ley lines. It is just layer upon layer of energy. And one night we were sitting up in the upstairs sitting room at the top of the stairs, and we kept hearing flute music, like somebody was playing it in one of the rooms down the hallway, because you can stay there overnight. You can book a room and you can investigate overnight. And I was like, does anybody else hear that? Like, somebody has to hear it, because I'm hearing it like it's right behind my head. They're like, no, I don't hear it. Well, I actually caught it on my phone when I was recording, because I was on an Instagram Live. And you can very faintly hear the flute music in the background.
Oh, that's savvy.
And it sounds like a Native American tune that they would have played when they inhabited the land.
Hey, you want to talk about EVPs, Miss Haunted Salem? This little EVP hoarder down here has over 5,000 EVPs that she has collected herself. Yeah. She also does screen printing. She can make all sorts of different stuff. She does a magazine. She has a paranormal team. She does radio stations. I mean, this girl can do it all. And that's why I wanted you two to meet, because you're going to get introduced to Matt Barron as well. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to introduce you to MJC Paranormal. And I'm going to introduce you to the Minnesota Spirit Hunters and the Paranormal Nightcrawler as well, because he is all para unity.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess you stumbled upon the way here there, Bubba.
Oh, who?
Our other investigator, David.
Oh, yeah, he came out the back way. I didn't want to say hi to him because he's a jackass.
Hello.
Hello.
It's my honor to meet you guys.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Same here.
Yeah. Shut up, you kiss ass. Get a life.
There's one in every group.
Right. And this is the thing. I mean, we do this on and off camera. Mm-hmm. There is not an investigator on my team that I do not consider a brother or a sister, mm-hmm. and that I would not take a bullet for.
Yep. Right. That's how it should be. You kind of become family.
I've known Rick since I was 14. I've known David since I was 17. You know, minus my new guys, the oldest hiree I have on here I've known for 5 years. You know, you definitely have to pick and choose wisely.
Yep, that's for sure.
You know, put them through a grooming process. You know, unless they're already your best friends, then you're safe.
Yep. We're actually trying to start a small group with Tessa, who was on here earlier, and another friend of mine who's from West Virginia. We kind of call ourselves the Spooky Trio. We met because of a TV show. We're going to Las Vegas Para Unity together. We went to Dead Convention in Fort Wayne together. I've been friends with them for honestly not that long, probably 2 months at most, but it feels like I've known them my entire life. They've quickly become like two of my younger, well, one of them's older than me, so the older sister that I've never had, and, you know, I've kind of taken the other one under my wing because she's younger than me. She didn't have an older sister, so, you know, it's cool to step up and actually be able to take her to her first investigation and, you know, kind of show her the ropes. And eventually we hope to investigate all together. It's kind of difficult because we're all like 3 states apart from each other, but
yeah,
I think we're planning on something on our road trip out to Las Vegas.
Nice. And you see, that's the way I feel about Haunted Salem. She's my new bestie. You know, and MJC Paranormal's just like a brother to me. You hillbilly ass. Now the Nightcrawler's like a brother. The Minnesota Spirit Hunters have become a brother and sister to me. You know, it's all about the ties that you make. And once you guys have those ties, you have so many more options. You know, the more family you have in the paranormal, the better it is for you. And like I said, she's not my sister because she's, you know, hooking me up in her magazine and all that other stuff. I could care less about that.
Yeah.
You know, no offense. I love what you're doing for me and appreciate you in every way, shape, and form, homie. Even if she didn't have a magazine and she was just an investigator, I would still be her bestie.
Right. You're in it for the right reasons. You're not in it for the fame.
It's about good people and meeting good people. And
we're in it. I'm in it because I wanted to help people when I started my team. I have never charged a single penny for what I do. And I'll say this now, if you charge somebody, you're an asshole.
Yeah.
Yep.
And, you know, I mean, I've driven out to Idaho, and yes, they've given me...
Hey, Brian,
what?
You want to send me a link? StreamYard?
I'll scrap you, please. He keeps blowing up my phone. I'm in a podcast. No, really, I don't.
No, if you didn't.
No, it's
full, huh?
Hang on a second, guys. I have to answer a call because this jackass won't quit blowing up my phone.
I got it.
All right. That's what I like to hear, wifey. Get on it.
Secretary.
Secretary of Defense. But actually, my wife has been an investigator with us for a while as well.
Yeah, she was.
You know, and I also have my sister, who's my vice president of my team, and my nephew has been involved. My niece was an investigator. You know, and you got to have family that has your back.
Yep, definitely.
Oh, now we got MJC here. Haunted Salem, I'd love to hear some of your EVPs. Please send me your link, and I would love for you to hear some of mine. Also, the evidence I have collected is truly amazing. I would come up also if y'all want some more people on there. It's all up to y'all. You hillbilly, quit saying y'all. You're getting it stuck in my head.
It's a Midwest thing, too. We say y'all around here, too.
I'm a city boy, raised Southern, so, you know, I get that Southern drawl, and I'm always y'all and yes sir, no sir.
You're more Southern than city, man.
Dude, I've got more country in my left pinky than you do in your whole body.
That's what I said. I said you're more Southern than city.
Hat don't make you country.
You ever worked on a farm, dude?
I have.
No, I'm not into animals like you.
What state are you in? I'm curious.
Me, I'm in Indiana.
You're in Indiana, okay.
Yep.
I'm over here in Salem, Massachusetts, where the witch trial.
Yeah, I want to go to Salem.
Yeah, I was just there for Halloween. It was nuts.
Yeah.
David, I sent you the link through your messages, dude.
What?
I sent your link through the messages. And MJC Paranormal, if you want to come on, send me a message on Messenger and I'll add you, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Heck yeah.
Absolutely.
So, you know, we have, oh shit. Okay, there we go. Sorry. Almost kicked myself out for the third time tonight. So we have covered most of your bases on what you do, where you do, why you do, and how you do.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few questions I have left for you that are the bombshells.
All right.
Oh, Jesus, I just got my son water and there's juice right there. You guys have got me so distracted already.
It's flavored water.
So, what do you use for equipment?
I have.
Let him know. Yeah.
I use a Polaroid camera.
Atta girl, old school.
I have the Spirit Box, the SB7. I have a K2. I use my phone on occasion. I've got obviously the digital recorder, and I have some cat motion toys. The cat ball.
You got cat balls.
Cat balls, yep. I got them at Five Below. They're like little square motion sensors. They work pretty well. And then when I meet up with my friends, we use the Paranormal Music Box. We use laser grids, things like that.
Nice. You know, that's a really good start for tools, actually. You know, at one point in time, we had an Obelisk 3, which got left in the cemetery while I was not on the investigation.
Oh, no.
We had the SLS cam, which fell from a second-story box and crashed to the ground. You know, and we had laser grid, but certain investigators, I won't name names, Rick and Guthrie, would play with them more than they would investigate, to the point that they broke.
Shame on you.
So we pretty much rock our investigations with K2, the Spirit Box, a temp gun, EVP recorders, and I said Spirit Box, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. And night vision camcorder.
That's on my to-get list. I haven't gotten one yet. But.
You know, we try to set up, you know, events to raise money so that we can get, you know, more equipment. You know, we don't ask for donations or anything because honestly, I don't know. There's just something about it that just, you know, it's a handout, and
right.
I was raised, you know, don't take handouts, earn it yourself.
Yep, that's how I was raised too.
But if anybody does want to donate equipment, we're game. I didn't say that.
I'm looking for an Obelisk, so.
Yeah, throw me a $500 Obelisk, two SLS cams.
Go ahead and throw me a $400 music box.
Right.
I mean, hey, I'll even take an SLS if we're offering.
But you know, actually, we accepted a donation from a guy named Tony Pace here in Spokane. His wife was best friends with a girl we investigated for. And he actually gave us a Dell laptop.
Yep.
So we could start uploading our evidence to a laptop. And you know, it's a nice laptop. He got a desktop and didn't use it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So that was cool.
Yep.
And we were gonna go get, you know, a couple of REM pods and a couple EVP recorders and a couple more K2 meters. until we got screwed on Saturday.
Yeah. Badly.
But, like I said, bad business deals do happen. And, things just happen for a reason.
Yep. That's kind of how I view things. Everything happens for a reason.
Yes.
So I want to talk about your bucket list. What is on the top 5 of your bucket list? Money is no object.
Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum is sitting at the top right now. Mountain State Penitentiary is probably a close second. Missouri State Pen is up there. Sweet Spring Sanitarium. Pennhurst is up there too. And fifth one, there's a lot.
Oh, wow. Okay. Hey, guys, check this out. The real Cynthia's back. No such things as ghosts.
Well, hi there, Cynthia.
Cynthia laughing at us. I have an air fryer if you want it.
I have one.
I'm a fat Southern boy, so if I can make some air fried chicken instead of frying it, I will gladly accept your donation.
Air fryers are perfect.
And real Cynthia, I want to know. I'm not gonna put you on blast or anything, although I really should. Why do you believe that there are no such things as ghosts? Because you're on a paranormal podcast with 5 different ghosts, or I'm sorry, 3 ghost hunters on the same team, and 2 ghost hunters from different states. And is this some sort of publicity, or are you just looking for attention? Are you trolling? Or
trolling.
Or do you want to know the truth if there really is spirits out there or not?
I mean, if she doesn't believe in them, she can come with one of us on an investigation and see for herself.
Yeah.
I mean, in Indiana State, you'll walk out and believe her.
Paranormal Nightcrawler, the Jeopardy song played. So, anyways, guys, we'll just forget about the real Cynthia because, she answered. If you can show me proof. Okay, for our proof, go to YouTube, type in Spokane Ghost Crew, and listen to our extended EVP highlights. Go watch the J&R house. What about you guys? Where's some evidence at for you guys that we can prove to her?
St. Ignatius Hospital.
Yeah, but we don't have the evidence from that one.
Oh, that's right.
Miss Haunted Salem, where can she go to see evidence for you, honey?
Yeah, all mine's on YouTube at Haunted Salem channel.
And what about you, Miss Kinedy?
All of mine is on At the Haunted Times on TikTok. You'll find a couple Estes sessions there. You'll find a spirit box. I'm not going to tell you what it says. There's captions on the video. I mean, you can watch it all you want, but you're the one that has to believe it.
Mr. Nightcrawler, no, Brian. I want her to prove there aren't.
I would like to see that.
Right?
Yeah.
I've seen so much. There's no way they don't exist.
There you go.
Prove to us that there are no ghosts that exist. That is the question.
Yep.
That's a good one. I like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's all fly her out to Indiana. I'll turn her into a believer.
Right?
Indiana State can do that. It did that to several people on my tours. They walked in skeptics and they came out believers.
Oh yeah.
And guess what, Miss Kennedy? I just let the paranormal consultant know about you. And I did it very excitedly. Oh, Jesus criminally. Not another one. Shit.
What's
Now I
up?
got to deal with four jackasses, my bestie.
Oh,
brother?
I'm supposed to be talking to. What's up, MJC?
What's up, brothers and sisters? How y'all doing?
going
I'm
on?
good. How are
man?
you?
Good.
I'm doing better. I'm doing better.
That's good,
Good,
man.
brother. That's good.
Not bad
How
for a
about you?
Monday,
MJC just suffered a very painful loss. He lost his best friend today. And we've all gone on his best friend's YouTube. We've all left messages on his videos. His main goal was to get to 1,000 subscribers. So we are all subscribing. Tell us where to go, MJC.
Well, don't worry about it. His wife took it down, so
Oh.
Well,
Sorry
on a
about
lighter
that, brother.
note, the Nightcrawler says, I'll donate for her plane ticket.
I'm down.
Yeah, me too. I'll throw in on that.
I'll just make her go alone.
Sorry about
yeah,
that.
I needed this very bad tonight, y'all. Yeah, I feel better already.
I'm very
Good.
sorry
You're
for
around family, brother. You're around family.
Yeah.
Now, y'all don't mind Miss Haunted Time. Have you had
Okay, come
your oh shit, I shit my pants moment?
I
Yeah,
have,
my own home.
I have had a couple.
Doing better with
No, geez, I don't even know where to start.
tablet.
I guess I'll go straight to Moundsville for this one. We were down in the boiler room, the hole, whatever you want to call it, and we were packing our things up, getting ready to leave. I felt completely safe in the boiler room. I don't know why. It just felt like it was kind of like a home to me, like I was protected. I get up, I grab my gear case, I'm at the back of the group, and I get to the threshold of the door, and I feel like I'm being watched. The feeling of just something is going to happen and just kind of took over.
I know that feeling.
I walked out to
Right.
the gate, and right before I said, I don't want to be back here alone, I felt just this rush come up from behind me. Whoever this thing was, he was massive. I'm 6 foot tall. He was at least a good 5 inches taller than me. It was just negative,
Damn.
just rush right behind me, like, get the hell out of here. Safe to say I didn't stop running until I tripped up the stairs. That was rough for me. And I was on live stream at the time, and one of the people that was watching was like, "Oh, I heard footsteps behind you," and I was like, "Oh, I have to go back and watch it." And just the other day, I was doing that review, and that entire part of me being chased is nowhere to be found on the live stream.
Sure.
Wow.
I mean, what did it do? Just delete itself, or what?
I'm assuming that's what happened. I hadn't been able to touch any of the net with work and everything, and I went back and watched it, and you can see us packing everything up, and then it cuts to me outside on the ground.
Well, I have learned over 16 plus years of paranormal investigating, I've had the same thing happen to me, and the spirits will actually manipulate your cameras and stuff, and they can take footage away. You probably caught it on video and it knew it, and it took that from you.
He didn't want to be caught, that's for sure.
Yep,
It did not want to be exposed.
Nope.
Yep.
You want to talk about taking videos? We spent 4 days in Colfax, Washington. We were the first paranormal team to ever stay in an overnight investigation in St. Ignatius. It's our fourth night. We have so much good evidence. We turn the computer on. We go to plug in the camera. We check our file. Everything. EVP, camera work, everything gone.
Wow. That sucks.
And not only
That was
did
depressing.
It did us because we lost our TV show because our technician didn't know how to run Apple. But we came out with no evidence on top of that, so she was double pissed.
I don't blame.
Yeah. The next oh shit moment was probably Bobby Mackey's Music World.
You've been to Bobby Mackey.
I have.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
It is a whole nother level.
There's another bucket list.
Yeah,
That's 3 spots you've gotten that I want.
it's
Right?
my warning is be careful.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Describe it a little bit. I would like to hear about it.
Yeah.
the experience in general or like the entire feeling.
That everything.
All right, so the experience happened up in Carl Lawson's apartment, the old caretaker. I was with a group of people. I don't know exactly how many of us there were, but the back bathroom was kind of back over on your left side if you're facing the front door. And I kept feeling like there was somebody back there. I don't know, maybe if it could have been somebody else, but I just kept feeling like this pull towards that bathroom. And I went to the doorway, and I actually saw a shadow figure walk across the window. So I turn around and I come back, and we're standing there doing EVPs, and we had left motion cat toys all over the place. There was a REM pod, there was a millimeter, and then I had my back up against the wall, but I felt this thing walk up behind me. And I'm getting chills just talking about it. But his face was right here the entire time, and I knew that if I would have looked, I would have seen what it actually was.
Wow, that's awesome.
It presents itself as a man, but I don't think it ever has been, ever will be human. I really don't.
That is phenomenal.
Whoa.
Bobby Mackey's it's a whole nother level.
Well, guys, it comes the part of the night where it's almost 8:30 and we have an investigation at 10 p.m. So I'm going to kick you two jackasses off. Unfortunately, I'm going to let my bestie go for a little bit. And we're going to ask Miss Kinedy another question, and then we're going to get ready for our investigation. Which MJC Paranormal, you will be there. Kinedy, if you want to be there, I'll send you a link. Haunted Salem, if you want to be there, you got it. I'm doing it just like this. And it'll be at 10 o'clock my time.
Hell yeah.
All right, to my
Sounds
bottom
awesome.
row, I love you guys. Goodbye.
Love you guys.
It was nice to meet you. All of you.
Bye, sweetheart.
Bye.
All right, Kinedy, go ahead and tell our fans one more time how to get a hold of you so that they can look up your awesome content.
I am the Haunted Times on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. My personals are it's Kinedy, AYEITZ, and then my name, KINEDY. Like I said, I'm working on a couple more videos for TikTok. I hope to have them up by this weekend if everything works out. If you're in the area, if you're around Indiana, we're doing some flashlight tours out at Indiana State Sanatorium this Friday night from 7 to midnight. You just show up, pay $30. You pay $30, and hey, who knows? I might be your guide.
That would be awesome. I am so proud of you.
Thank you.
I know you don't know me, and that's weird to hear, but you're a kick-ass investigator. You're really rocking the paranormal world. And I, for one, can't wait to see what you have in store for us.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Now, I'm going to kick you off my screen, but please don't leave the StreamYard, as I need to talk to you a little bit more.
Sounds good to me. Thank you so much for having me. I had a blast.
You're welcome.
You are welcome.
What? I'm gonna put you where okay, there we go. Left, right, left, right. Anywho, you're coming back for a round 2.
Sounds good to me.
It may be sometime in November, it may be sometime in December, and you can cook up a couple of, minute 30 videos, give the fans a teaser. We all like being teased with great videos.
I'll definitely cook something up. I have a couple ideas.
All right. Well, I'll catch you
Sounds
back
good
here
to
in
us.
a couple minutes.
All right.
Well, folks, we've done 2 podcasts in a matter of 5 hours.
Not bad, not bad.
And in an hour and a half, we are investigating. Oh. Yeah.
You let me hear by myself.
Okay, let me call you back in like 3 minutes. All right, bye. Sorry about that. And calling. But anywho, really appreciate you guys watching us tonight. Remember, ghosts are real, the real Cynthia. And you guys, Paranormal Unity, all the way. We love you guys. And just to say goodbye to our guest one more time before I get to go back and talk to her about something you guys don't get to hear. Neener. There's her symbol and her logo. And there's